Oh, yes. Look at that light come on. Whoa. Hi, friends. This is Majo John Madden, and I have had the most wild ride yesterday and overnight in Jalapa, Mexico, which is a very enchanted country. And I had just related to somebody yesterday that it gets more enchanted for me all the time. And it sure did in the last 24 hours. Now, we are growing very close to the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, which is the day after Halloween, which gets celebrated in the U.S. and is a major, major thing for the kiddies that the adults have really piled onto in the last many years. It's like the biggest thing in the U.S. And it's cool. It's cool. But the Day of the Dead is deep. And I don't even know how deep it goes, but I know more and more. Even the very fun, spectacular Disney treatment in the movie Coco of the Day of the Dead was really quite good, and the Mexican people seem to like the Mexican version of that movie, Spanish language. But Jalapa, I went from 3 months on the ground in El Diamante, Veracruz. All this is Veracruz state. By the coast, very hot, very spiritual. It's about 4:30. That's the first truck's gone by. I've alternated between periods of 90 to 120 minutes of very deep sleep in my new parking spot, and then to being crystal awake, but also magically awake. Yeah. So, wow. Yeah, hey, one of the ways I motivate myself when I'm about to do something kind of wild or difficult or scary or dangerous, potentially dangerous, I use the line, "Do it, Johnny." Now, this is crazy. Lou Grant, I think that's true. The TV series Lou Grant, he had been Mary Tyler Moore's boss in the old Mary Tyler Moore show, and he went on. He was like a private eye, and it's the exact same thing as the Clint Eastwood movie where he says to the kid, "Feel lucky, punk? Go ahead, try it. Try to take me." And Lou Grant is confronted by this drug-addled kid or something who's got a gun, and he says, and the kid's name is Johnny. He says, "Do it, Johnny. Do it. Like, I'm gonna beat you to the draw, and I'm gonna take you out." So, but I do that, obviously tongue in cheek, but to motivate me, I'll say, "Do it, Johnny. Come on, do it, do it, do it. Let's go, do it." And that's what I was doing before I pushed the button, because this is so ill-formed. This is so, I don't plan my videos usually. I have a policy of not scripting or planning, to just hit the button when life says hit the button. And life was saying hit the button. I was saying, no, it's too unformed, and the content is kind of sketchy. People are going, some of this content is going to take some people into places they don't like so much. Do it, Johnny. Push the button. So I did. Okay, so here we are, and we're in the middle of it. So, yesterday in Jalapa, and this has been going on for 2 years that I've been saying, yes, life has had you on the celibate, tantric yoga path without sexual partners for a long time. And it's been really good. It's been driving the Kundalini energy higher and higher and higher. And you're learning so much. But you really kind of want to, like, do it, Johnny. You want to do it. You want to do it. And I've been telling myself it's close. New Orleans is like 2 fucking years ago now. And New Orleans, I said, if it's going to happen any place, it's going to happen in New Orleans. And so many spectacular things happened in New Orleans, but that did not. No one. Oh, the closest in New Orleans Yeah, the closest in New Orleans was Rachel. I don't remember her name, but in the dark, I was walking my dog in this beautiful park along the Mississippi River going out to the seaport in New Orleans. And she's got like a big black dog, and we talk, and I let her know some stuff about who I am more than I usually do. I'm kind of veiled, but indications that I'm a heavy hitter. And we came to the place where she was going to go up over a bridge out into the like the Bywater neighborhood, and my car was down at the other end of the park. And as she's going up, no, I was going over the bridge. As I'm going over the bridge, I hear her say, "Well, I hope I get to see you again." And that was by far the greatest indication any woman had given me of, we could go further with this, you know. And I had too much momentum. For some reason, I didn't stop in my tracks and say, "Well, whoa, 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 let's exchange phone numbers. Come on, okay, good, this is excellent. Yes, oh, good, yes, oh, yes, yeah, baby." Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make Johnny go mad. So be wise, be smart, heeding the signs of my body. Oh, Shakira. Oh, okay. It's not going to happen between Shakira and me in this lifetime, I'm pretty sure. Much as I say to people that I used to date her, no. No, or that we have online, got something going. No, it's not true. It's not true. So, okay, we're back in black. So, yesterday in Jalapa, I have made a strategic decision that the woman in the Coppel store where I'm doing all my uploading videos work, who is so gorgeous and oh my God, she's amazing, is honestly not interested. Do you get it, man? She is like not interested. No, she's very polite, and there have been some indications. No, but this is going nowhere. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. And I really have. I'm very sweet and fun and playful with her, but we both know nothing's happening. But the woman who cut my hair the other day down the road, she has her little shop, and I go by there every day, and I flirt with her every day, and I think something could happen with her. Something could happen with her. So, oh God, talk about a walk on the wild side. I had slept 2 hours, and I got up, and I dictated in this same ghoulish light, Halloween light, I guess. I dictated a video where I said, "You girls in the U.S. who say only yes means yes," and I'm pretty sure I didn't actually say girls, but it had that attitude about it. Like, start with insulting right from the top. And I went on to describe the incredible encounter between me and Gloria, the hair cutter, that happened yesterday, and the punchline of which was, sometimes only no means no, baby. And it was so in your eye, and it was totally made up. It was totally made up, but I related it as if it had actually happened. And I'm going, why not? Why not? It could have happened. It might happen today, or some variation thereof. So that was a walk on the wild side. Then I guess, no, I did not go back to sleep. I'm right on the edge of this spectacular, magical park, and it's got this incredible concrete stairway going down, 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 down into a gorge. But I've never taken it. I took it just a little fraction of it in the dark at 11 p.m. with my friend from El Diamante, who's continually saying it's dangerous out there. Don't go there. No, don't go to that city. Don't go to that city. Don't go out at night. Don't go out in the daytime by yourself. No, it's dangerous. She's so riddled with fears. And one by one, I just dismantle them in my mind, but also to her, I'll say, no, this is not true. I've been there. Martinez, no. No, 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 no. It's sexy. And it's city, and they're not friendly like they are in El Diamante. And I realized, I finally gave her that and said, that's the deal. They're just not friendly because it's a city. Get over yourself. You know, you can go places where people aren't sweet to you all the time. Ah. So, but I had some fears because the steps were too big for me, and it's a long, long path, and it was very well lit, relatively. But there had been rain, and there was mud on the steps, and some of them were slippery. So there were genuine dangers, but I knew that it was not from bad mal hombres going to be lurking on that path. And the only people I encountered were really wonderful, great young people. But it's very magical, extremely magical, and I'm looking forward to going back. And it gave me a glimpse, because I'm on the outskirts of Jalapa. I've not seen most of it because my car has been dangerous to drive. So, okay, yeah, all right. Now, the dominating thing was that in El Diamante, I had this 3-month flirtation with a 22-year-old waitress. Come on, Jack, what are you thinking? And all along I went, what are you thinking? But I got late in the game, I went, well, you're stuck in this little 400-person pueblo, and you are a poly addict with Enneagram 7. You're not going to get hooked on a drug or anything like that, but you'll go back and forth between whatever's the most interesting addiction, and for you, usually it's romance. So you're stuck here. So you created this crazy little romance, and at our best, we did some mean flirting with each other, but you knew. But in El Diamante, I met one of the family's cousins, a prima, who lives in Jalapa. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And because of my limited Spanish, I didn't talk much with her, but I caught a sneaky selfie photo over my shoulder of her looking at me, checking me out. So I knew she was interested. And before she left, I said, well, I'm going to Jalapa. I didn't say I'd like to see what could happen between you and I. No, I didn't. I said, I'd like to maybe visit you and hear about Jalapa. And I didn't even say, maybe we could do something. I said, maybe you could orient me to Jalapa. And she had the sassiest response. She said, and she doesn't speak English much, I don't think. No, because she said this in Spanish. She said, are you a robber? It was an amazingly great, funny comeback. Great, great, great. So that established her in my mind as, oh, this woman is interesting. Interesting. So I reached out to her here in Nalapa and got a really very interesting response. Very forthcoming, several times back and forth that day. Lots of information about the town. And she's obviously got money. I didn't know that was part of the picture, but she was flying to Los Angeles for a week. I said, El Diamante, the waitress I was interested in doesn't think she ever wants to go to Veracruz 2 hours away because it's something that's so foreign. But here, this woman says, yeah, I'm going to Los Angeles for a walk. I'm going, no, okay, she's part of that same family. So there must be a Los Angeles in Mexico, and she's going there for work. No, she's going to Los Angeles, California for a walk, and she never said it was a guy she had been meeting online, and this is going to be our first date. But she said she was bringing her grown daughter as a chaperone, and yeah, pretty much everything added up. That's what was going on. So, even though I was so magically interested, and she could potentially be really appropriate, 45-ish, beautiful, accomplished, accountant, well, I may go up and smoke because something may happen. It must be getting pretty hot online for her to fly to Los Angeles to go for a walk with this guy. And she was going for a week, so plenty of time for lots to happen. So when I didn't hear back from her longer than I expected, it seemed like it was more than a week, I was letting go. I was going, oh, geez, okay, so that's not happening. and I was a little bit rudderless, you know, like I don't really think the hair cutter thing is going to be a big deal, but it could be fun. But gee, that could be a big deal. But then it felt rudderless. Okay, I'm letting go, letting go. You're probably not even going to hear back from her. So I got back from my long walk, and a message from her, which she had sent at 1 in the afternoon, that for some reason on WhatsApp didn't get delivered until that time, said, "Yeah, I'm back, and I've been wanting to get details about what I could do for Day of the Dead. I knew there had to be good stuff going on, but the people I'm talking to don't seem to know anything about it. And I really wanted to do something with her, but I'm not going to announce that. But I'm going to say, maybe you could tell me what's going on." So in her message, she says, "And we're coming on to the several days of Day of the Dead celebrations, which are so amazing in this town." And she didn't say, we could do something, but it's all over that message. We could do something. So, I could talk for a half hour more about how wild and woolly last night was. The power that's building around my life in Jalapa, which is built on all hills like San Francisco, and I've been saying it's like San Francisco on steroids. And the one neighbor that I got to know, because people warned me, your car looks cartelish, you better get out of that neighborhood or reassure the neighbors. So I had this great conversation with a totally Spanish-speaking guy, and he obviously liked the conversation, because the next day, as he was approaching my van, he busts into, "I left my heart in San Francisco." And I'd just been listening recently to Tony Bennett doing that song, and he was saying, yeah, my favorite American city, and, you know, I know, it's like I can't make this face, I seem to be losing, well, there's not that much to see, folks. It's a 77-year-old face, okay? So, you long ago gave up trying to look at the picture anyway, and you're just listening to my magical words, because you know that I'm inducting you into the the Jalapa Hall of Fame. I don't know. Okay, I'm stopping already. I promise. It's 17:43 before we get to 18 minutes, or even possibly well before that. Or, okay, bye.